This is a 22-year-old male patient whom I saw the previous day. He's a Tourette's patient with all kinds of facial tics and head movement disorders and vocalizations that he cannot control. This patient makes these facial grimaces and head movements constantly, 24/7. He finds them physically exhausting.
We're going to record you through treatment so that we can keep a record of the progress.
In addition, he sweats profusely. What you see is tongue blades that he puts in his mouth. I have given these to him, and he varies them up and down, and as you notice, it stops his head movements and his vocal tics instantly.
Are you going to take pictures? He gives you a breather, huh? So you can relax a little.
This is the third day since I have seen the patient. We initially took impressions of his jaws, and we have had a lower mouthpiece made over the last 2 days to fit to his mouth today.
Have you been using that temporary thing since you left yesterday? And you can tell you're more relaxed, right?
Yeah, I'm starting to sweat again.
Yeah.
I'll start sweating.
It is a workout.
Yeah, it is.
With that temporary hand, he kept smashing down. You know, I can feel a little bit
Some
more.
of the height, yeah. You were
Well,
losing some of the height.
yeah, with something else smashed down real quick. But,
I made him an appliance,
but it's not as
and
bad as last
I
time.
am in
Yeah,
the
you see
laboratory adjusting it. You can hear the grinding noise in the background, and that is me working on his appliance. He is being interviewed by my dental assistant.
And the amazing thing is you get to rest,
Yeah,
you know, because it really is a
luckily-
workout. Yeah,
I'm not sweating.
yeah.
It's like you turn on the switch. When it comes out, he starts sweating because he's fighting so hard to try to keep it in.
The previous day, I gave him a bunch of tongue blades and varied the height of them up and down to alter his vertical dimension or the space between his upper and lower jaws. And I dismissed him with a handful of tongue blades, and he has taped them together and holds them in his mouth. Spread your lips just a little bit like that.
Hold on, let me zoom in.
Got out of there was about 6 years of loss of memory. And it didn't have much.
Yeah, you can.
Now we're putting in a splint here. The patient is closing down on soft acrylic that the assistant has mixed up and applied to the splint. He will close down until he reaches 11 millimeters on the ruler, which is the height of the tongue blades I previously measured that the patient arrived at by wearing them and adjusting them up and down the previous day and evening. This is the height at which he arrived at which his symptoms were totally gone. So this is going to be our starting point at which I will construct the splint, and from this point I will vary it up and down at future appointments. Our initial starting point, open in the vertical dimension. I have allowed the acrylic to harden up, and I have trimmed the occlusal surface down so it is flat. This is going to be essentially what is called a pivot appliance. It is going to have one-point contact on either side with a lingual cusp of the maxillary first molars occluding with a flat table of the lower appliance. We are going to rebalance the lower appliance so that he occludes simultaneously in time on each side and with simultaneous pressure on each side. Notice how his vocal tics stop instantaneously. And that's all there is for for today's appointment. It's that simple. This is the patient as he returned 12 days after the insertion of his lower appliance. Notice the absence of his presenting symptoms, the facial tics, the vocal tics, the head movements, etc.
Tell me what the difference has been in those 12 days.
Well, I've had a lot more energy. I'm able to get out places and just be able to enjoy the atmosphere and not have to worry about people, looking at me. And I've been able to go to sit-down restaurants, and it's been amazing treatment for me. It's helped me 100%, and I'm very blessed to have been able to get y'all to build this appliance for me.
Good. Now, your symptoms were mainly
the vocals. It was mainly mouth vocals, and with a little bit of head jerking and body jerks. It's completely went away. I'm more rested, not having the body jerks, more energy. Don't know what to do in a day's time, so everything's just gone.
Now, you were telling me something that I never thought about, and that was about reading.
I was, the night I got the appliance in, I was actually able to read for about an hour, where I could actually understand what I was reading and not have to start back over numerous of times and just eventually get aggravated with it and just put it down. So I'm able to actually enjoy reading and not just have to hear everything on TVs. And that's a big change, because I never used to read because I didn't enjoy it. There was no way for me to learn anything from it. So.
What I am going to do now is adjust the appliance 3 or 4 times using articulating paper to make sure it strikes equally on both the left and the right sides, with simultaneously in time and with pressure. Notice, however, when I remove the appliance from the patient's mouth, the symptoms do not return as they did when I adjusted it on the delivery appointment. The symptoms, the vocal tics, the head movements are gone, and they stay gone while the appliance is out of the mouth. This symptom-free interval increased while the patient was wearing it and as his nervous system adapted to the appliance. Does that feel even now?
Yeah.
That's the total adjustment we're going to do. It doesn't get any quicker or easier than this. This is a newer and quicker approach to the treatment of Tourette's syndrome, which I have developed over the years. I desire that all healthcare providers that are watching this video consider this in their treatment of Tourette's syndrome patients.